Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the comp. Touchdown, Cardinals! Kyler Murray, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wilson setting up the screen for Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Check the goal. Check 13. He's coming. Double up. Double up. 80 weapons. Double up.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Lamar Miller, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Open man, Butler complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And the catch made by Hopkins. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. On play action, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Benson Mayowa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they pulled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check. Hey, 0-0.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
He's checking. Cracks. There.
This is Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Switch.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 7-7, our score after 1.
Hey, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Hey, walk the street.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down. On third and short, Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first and 10, here's Murray. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
We own it. We own it.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
50. Mike 58 right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Shoot.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And an alley to run. Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On the toss play, this is Drake. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Ready, set. 58's the mic. Get that quarterback. And all come.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Green 80. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
From the 36, Wilson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go. 25.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 60 yards. Like 5 and armor. You don't want that. Let's go. Travel.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
You got three down.
On first down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From midfield now, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
You gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It's caught. Lockett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Bang, bang.
Here's Wilson to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Lamar Miller, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First down, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, look! Check 24. Watch 24.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
To throw, it's Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and pick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Drake. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
And he hits Drake. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Check, watch 54. No gain on this defense, no gain. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 6-man, check curl.
Now this time Murray to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball.
And the Cardinals cut into that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew
that part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Watch the run. Watch the run. Out. Joker. Shit.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Murray going to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
Let's go, son.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
And he can't find a receiver, And he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
Now he's flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there.
Lamar Miller. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They keep it with Miller on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check 31, check 31. Jim. Run left. Check 9, check 22, check, over. 22, check,
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26.
After the turnover, here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And let's pin the mirrors back. Whip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Murray. He goes underneath the drape. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray sets to throw on 4th, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray gets this one to Isabella. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike's 50. Here we go.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now it's Peterson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. And that one belonging to the Buccaneers. A win would be their second on the young season. To throw is Murray. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Now watch one. Hey.
They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I got you, punk. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Seahawks, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.